Today's Clash features something I did not have on my Elestriad bingo card. This is gonna be crazy. Two of the best casters in the Elestriad, DistantCoder, last season's champ, and Werts, one of the favorites to dominate, have both gotten off to a tough start, going 0-2. Both look to bounce back for their teams in an epic showdown of Frost versus Fire. With new packs to open up, Coder starts it off hot with a Lava Lift.
No shot! Indus and third Lava Lift. There's no way! I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I just need a bomb now. That's all I need. I just need a bomb. Por favor, friends. Por favor. Fam. That's not on a bomb. Ooh. 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 Wait a minute.
Not quite the more Frost abominable form he wanted, but Arcturus is still a very strong Frost Celestial when paired with Cryoling. Lastly, he finds a Shiveror, a powerful new Frost Celestial when paired with Mountains of Boreas, the Stadium Rune. Werts kicks off his opening with a Locagon and debates changing his element entirely.
Copia, there's a Locagon. I actually have a ton of options now. Locagon number 2.
Ooh.
Do I just
Box.
stop opening Frostfall and try to get Sluggles for Locagon next week?
Yeah.
He then goes on to find the 3 Sluggles he really wanted, enhancing his options for deck building in future weeks as he presses on with Fire for week 3. Both casters made some trades as Coder picks up a Poison Tipped Arrow and 2 Earthquakes from K-Cray, while Werts gets an Astrabbit, Shield of Achilles, and an Enfrostix, which are some pretty interesting choices for this Frost caster. Before we dive into the Clash, we heard your feedback about wanting to hear a little bit more from our casters this season. Coder, tell me about your game plan and how you're gonna get your first win.
What's up, guys? Going into week 3 at O2. Feels bad. Doesn't feel great. I'm playing against Werts this week. Werts is one of those individuals that loves to play extremely high roll strategies. And by high roll, I literally mean strategies that are extremely inconsistent, that require like a very specific 3-card combo to take off. But if that 3-card combo takes off, then it removes all interaction from the game and just basically auto wins. So knowing him, he's most likely going to be playing like the Exalt Flare, Hephaestus, Werts Trifernal shenanigans and stuff like that. And the problem with that is that if he draws a very specific 3-card combo, or like, you know, I don't know, stalls the game long enough to just like drop a Trifernal and I don't know, equip it with something that'll like maybe defend it, maybe keep it protected or something like that, then it makes it so I can't interact. So by removing all interaction from the game, he would automatically win. So here's the deck that I'm be running into this simulation, basically rock, paper, scissors simulator. We're going to be playing 3 of the Lycan, 3 of the Indus, 2 of the Abom, 3 of the Cryoling, 2 of the Cryovern to combo with this, 3 of the Narpoon, 1 of the Enfrostix, 2 of the Astrabbit, and 3 of the Lava Lift for the Elestrals lineup, 2 Keone, 2 Mountains of Boreas, 3 Ambrosia because my deck is kind of expensive, 2 Resting on Your Laurels, the 1 Poison Tipped Arrow, which is all I have, 2 Gorgon's Gaze, which hopefully can stop his combo. This is arguably the only card that stops his combo, so I gotta hope that I draw the Gaze. 3 Shield and 3 Tsunami to hopefully keep myself alive. So with that being said, let's get into the Clash and hope for the best.
Werts told me he brought some crazy stuff this week. Let's hear it from him.
So last week it didn't go so great because we were trying to do the Blazers combo without enough kind of back row support and rune removal for the Blazers combo. So I'm retuning that idea a little bit, and we're going to go kind of borrow strategy from my Thunder neighbors on my team. Astrabbit Circle of the Sky has been going crazy. It's great as getting 3 drops out as well and digging for those 3 drops. So in our case, we're running the Astrabbit for the filtering and kind of digging through a deck. Circle of the Sky, potentially we dig further with Rabbit or further with Komagma, or if I have the pieces I need, I can go Circle of the Sky to Rabbit, to Smoltuga, to Komagma, pass 2 fire to it, ascend to Trifernal. I generally will have Hephaestus out because where am I nexusing that many Fire Spirits from? So that 1 Fire Spirit that's left will go grab me Bag of the Winds. We throw that on Trifernal, and surprise, surprise, there's no Frost Elestrals that they're probably playing that don't die to Trifernal's -3 defense. So ideally, if I can get Trifernal Bag of Winds and they don't bring enough rune removal, that's just going to sit as a giant tower just sniping down all their drops, and then I just have to follow up with a couple 1-drops behind it to punch them for damage and go from there. That's the strategy. The one of Infurix is also, if they shoot it with an Earthquake or something, it'll come back, allowing me to then do my Nexus from Circle of the Sky, Hephaestus onto it, grab me a Trifernal Ascension there. Maybe it goes hits board so I can Kinleo fodder. There's a bunch of things there, so hopefully it all comes up and we'll see how the match goes.
Some great insights from both casters. I can't wait to see how Coder rocks this powerful Morfrost deck, now tricked out with 3 Lavalets. And Werts looks to use Circle the Sky to turbo into Trifernal and take advantage of the low defense stats of Coder's Frost deck. Let's see if he's going to be able to use that Bag of Winds as well. It looks like Werts is going to kick this one off with an Astravid in defense position. That's going to let him look at the top 3 cards of his deck and get things started right, further enhancing his game plan in this very combo-oriented deck that he is piloting this week. DistantCoder opts to draw, and let's see what he is going to do. Reaching for his Spirit deck and going to expend a Spirit. Is that a Lycan form? It is Morfrost Lycan form, the key to the Morfrost engine. Sending it to the Underworld allows you to search out your deck for 2 additional Morfrost forms, stacking your hand further and setting up for future plays. Indus and Abominable form are generally the ones you want to grab because you're going to be able to take on some face-down counter runes, and you can actually get your Abominable for later in the clash to deal massive damage. Turns out Coder drew into 2 Lycan forms, which means he gets double the trouble with Abominable and Indus, and now Indus can use its effect to expend a Frost Spirit and send 2 additional forms to the Underworld. Now he's going to have 4 more Frost forms in the Underworld, making it so his Abominable form is going to be juiced up by the time it hits the field. Werts coming in hot. He's got his draw in, and let's see what kind of combo he's going to try to pull off. He's going to go play the Volcanic Forge, his Fire Stadium, but he's going to use a Thunder Spirit. What a play by Werts. That tells me Circle the Skies are coming, and it is indeed. Going to use the Spirit on Astravid to pay the cost for Circle the Sky. All of this takes place in the same chain, and thus you can Nexus the Spirit from the Volcanic Forge to the Astravid to activate Astravid's Look effect, and he hasn't even played an Elestral this turn, so he still has an opportunity to make a play. He's going to play out his Amphirix. Amphirix is a really unique Elestral that is a Fire Elestral. Doesn't see a ton of play. He pulled it out of his Shattered Stars packs, and this card allows you to reanimate itself from the Underworld during the end phase if it gets destroyed. So this thing comes back with a vengeance. It can be a little expensive to play at times because you have to pay the cost for it, but nonetheless, still very strong. Werts going to lose his face down Ambrosia to Morfrost Indus effect, but he is able to get an attack off. No back row for Werts here, so Amphirix is going to prove to be a powerful defensive tool for him, as he's not going to have any sort of rune play here to deal with whatever Coder is bringing. This may be the opportunity for him to unleash his Abominable form. Let's see if it's going to be it, and it is Abominable form featuring 6 attack. He's going to use that beautiful Frost D20 to indicate that based on the number of Morfrost in his Underworld. 6 attack does allow it to attack over the Astravid, and I expect that to be his play. You could argue that the Amphirix makes some sense here as well, but given Werts' strategy of wanting to try to utilize Astravid's effect multiple times in the early part of this game, I think you really want to take it down now. Amphirix isn't the biggest threat, at least at this point. However, it does pose a threat to come back later on, looking for Werts to set up, and he's actually going to get his Kinleo out. Will he have the pairing for it, though? He's going to be looking for that Hephaestus or some sort of artifact rune, some way to get spirits on field for this Nexus play, and he has it. Hephaestus has arrived. This is his big divine rune, the Divine of Fire, which has a unique effect that it can search out artifacts from your deck, and we know Werts is running a very epic artifact this week, and that is Bag of Winds, which does prevent targeting from runes. The Nexus effect from Kinleo comes off and takes out the Abominable form, and now Werts can put the pressure on with both Kinleo and Amphirix. Amphirix, the Fire Phoenix, is gonna attack forward. Does Coder have an answer? Yes, he does. Tsunami is the play of choice, getting that Kinleo to defense position, which now means Morfrost Indus has the flexibility to try to attack over it if he wants to go that route. He's gonna go with the Lavalit. That is massive, as Lavalit hits the field and can take down one of those face down counter runes. A big play from DistantCoder here in the middle point of this clash. He's got the offensive power to now take out Kinleo. It's just a matter of, do you go after Hephaestus or do you take a face down rune? He takes down a Circle the Sky, so ultimately Werts using his bluffs appropriately. Both of his face down runes that were destroyed by Coder were invoke runes, not anything that's going to protect his strategy. The Kinleo does go down from the power of the new Fire Elestral Lavalith, and we're going to see what Werts is cooking here as he draws his card for a turn. Up in this one, 13 spirits to 12. Going to utilize his Hephaestus search right now to be able to search out a card from his deck. Let's find out which artifact rune he's going to grab. It's the Bag of Winds. Let's listen in.
Bro, bag? Did you pull that? You went to base set today? Like this week?
I pulled bag, yeah.
Damn, bro. Man's is nice.
The one of bag, which is all you need when you're playing Hephaestus.
Yeah. Oh, is this going where I think it's going? Yeah, bro. Okay. Shit, man.
Empowered bag?
Yeah, that's fine. Me, bro. Oh, God.
I'm trying to fire off the earthquake here, that lava. Get it. And here you go.
Werts just popped off on a level I have not seen. TRIFERNAL hits the field with the Bag of Winds. He opts to not attack, though. The reason being is he's afraid of Shield of Achilles. Very wise choice there from Werts, recognizing that a Shield of Achilles would completely destroy his Bag of Winds TRIFERNAL strategy. But note that DistantCoder cannot cast any Elestrals with lower than 3 defense, which happens to be every single one of his Frost Elestrals. More or less, he's going to turn TRIFERNAL into attack position. He's got 2 face-down runes to deal with now. He's going to throw down Kinleo, so he has the opportunity to power down with that Nexus effect and get rid of that Astrabbit right here from the Spirit sitting on the Hephaestus. The real question is going to be, will Werts take the chance to attack forward with this TRIFERNAL? Understanding again, Shield of Achilles could be to his demise. The Nexus goes off. Coder is not thrilled. He, I guarantee, did not have TRIFERNAL on his list of cards to look out for this week. There is just no way. Will Werts attack with TRIFERNAL? That is the question. He opts not to. Once again, Narpoon comes out. That can actually get destroyed by TRIFERNAL's effect as well, and he's going to just wipe the Narpoon. Still gets its normal cast effect, though, which means Coder can dive into his deck and grab a Frost Celestial. I don't know quite what it was that he grabbed, if he did grab it, but I think I'd have to double check actually TRIFERNAL's effect if it negates the cast. I don't think it does. I think it simply drops the defense of the Elestral. Let me look. Yeah, so TRIFERNAL's effect is a cost that you pay in response to the cast, so then Narpoon should resolve as far as I'm concerned. We'll check that afterwards. But Smoltuga is going to come out onto the field, get that search out going. Werts has got to be feeling good. He grabs his Volcaries to further enhance his strategies. Kinleo's there. Smoltuga's there. His plan is working perfectly. Kinleo attacks. Smoltuga's going to attack. That's going to be 3 spirits of guaranteed damage. Coder down to just 5 spirits. Will the TRIFERNAL attack as well? Don't forget, if TRIFERNAL does indeed attack, it would cost 4 spirits on a Shield of Achilles. He has the shield. Werts predicted it perfectly. Not attacking with TRIFERNAL for multiple turns in anticipation of a Shield of Achilles face down. He nails that prediction perfectly and executes at the exact right time to force the shield with Coder down to just 1 spirit left in this clash. There is an Ambrosia though, ladies and gentlemen. He is down, but certainly not out, as he is able to heal up 3 spirits from his Underworld back to his spirit deck. Now we have ourselves a 3-5 clash. If Coder's got that abominable form, he could go big. Resting on your laurels, gonna take out the Smoltuga, and now it is just Kinleo staring down an empty field on DistantCoder's side with 1 rune. Abominable form comes out. It is gonna get buffed up from the Underworld, but Shield of Achilles responds, and that could be the game right now. Only a tsunami would save DistantCoder as he shows his hand and scoops it up. This clash is over. Werts with a dominant performance on the back of the Guardhound himself, the Guardian of the Underworld, TRIFERNAL. Never saw this one coming. Bag of Winds with Hephaestus. Some big brain strategies on Werts this week as he goes to 1-2, and Coder starts off 0-3 this season. Head to shopelestrals.com and grab yourself a TRIFERNAL starter deck. It comes with Gorgon's Gaze, and stay tuned for tomorrow's clash.